Water is so refreshing. I'm Andy Ross, one of the pastors at Northminster Church in Tucson, Arizona. And in my years of living in the desert, Tucson, it's remarkable how our whole desert community and culture celebrates water and does not take water for granted. In our schedule of Bible readings for today, one of our choices in the Old Testament is to read from Genesis chapter 21. It's the powerful story of the birth of Isaac and the story about Isaac and Ishmael. Isaac was born to Sarah and Abraham, and Ishmael was born to Hagar and Abraham. And it's a powerful story, epic story of nations, empires, of God's call and faithfulness. And to get right down to it, Hagar is evicted from the family. There is a conflict right away between the two factions, and Hagar takes her child, Ishmael, and just heads out into the desert, which is always, when you're traveling alone or just with a small child, really can be quite dangerous. If you know this story, Hagar, in desperation, puts her son Ishmael down in a shade by a bush and just walks off weeping, sobbing, knowing that their lives will perish. But here's God's grace. Beyond the covenant and promise for Isaac and Sarah, God hears Hagar's cry and comforts Hagar, and God points Hagar to a well where there is water. And she and her son find refreshment, healing, and a future. God's grace and goodness is for all. And here today, I'd love to stress, for all children. How do we offer refreshment for other families? Maybe children and children who are not just of our own biological family, nuclear family. Well, we can certainly offer water, food, and our church has ministries that do that. I encourage you to get involved. But one of the ways I'm going to stress today that I really celebrate is helping children read. We've had a long-yeared partnership with Cragen Elementary School just down the street from Northminster, and we are always looking for volunteers who can help tutor a child in simply reading. If you haven't known it, being able to read and go through school and graduate from high school are one of the key fundamental stats of life in not being trapped in poverty. When you help a child read, you are giving them a different kind of refreshment water. You are helping them succeed, not only in that grade level, but for grade levels to come. It's very powerful. So, friends, on this Tuesday, who can you refresh with how God has gifted you? How can you be an oasis of living water, the water that is from Jesus, for a child in your life, maybe a single mom, a divorced dad, someone who lives nearby, someone who is in our community? Or perhaps would you be willing to be a reading tutor at Cragen? Let's offer the refreshment of Christ in our decisions, actions, and with how God has blessed us. May the Lord bless you.